We're doing a little meal prep for the week. What about some homemade smoked chicken salad? It's meal prep time and it's one of my favorites. What about a smoked chicken salad? Chicken salad happens to be one of my favorites, and I think it's one of your favorites as well.
Yep.
So we're gonna change the game up a little bit. I think we can infuse a little bit of smoked flavor. I love smoked chicken. Keep the seasonings very basic, salt today only. It really comes down to personal preference. I think there's probably traditionalists out there that probably just use mayonnaise and call it quits. Shredded chicken and mayonnaise. Some will add the celery and the onion, and others will go a little bit above and beyond and do maybe a grape and a nut. I happen to want to like all of it. So today that's what we're doing. A loaded smoked chicken salad. It could not be any easier. We've been getting a lot of requests lately, so I'm gonna try to show it as much as possible. The salt that we use is the Diamond Crystal Kosher salt. We can leave a link to it. I just took a funnel, added the salt to here, especially when I'm seasoning something that needs to be a little bit more even. Sometimes it really won't matter, but in this situation, I think it's important to have an even light coating. So yeah, we'll put a link there below. When it comes to chicken, I chose the split chicken breast for really two reasons. They take a little bit longer to cook than your regular chicken breast because obviously they're a little bit larger. You can get more smoke flavor on there. More importantly, anytime you smoke a chicken breast that doesn't have the skin on it, the skin gets rubbery. You really need to crank that tip up to like over 300, maybe 325, somewhere through there, to avoid the crispy, rubbery skin on, or not the crispy, the rubbery skin on chicken breast. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it about 275 today because the back side of this is gonna have bone and the top side is gonna have skin. And that's gonna help protect from that rubberiness that you guys notice on smoked chicken breast. All right, this is like 10 days later. I just got done editing that video and it is horrendous. That is not the explanation I thought that I'd given. It's very confusing. I didn't want to edit it out because I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. When it comes to smoked chicken, the theory out there about the rubber skin is it could happen if your skin is on the chicken or off the chicken. I think you've made the comment before. You don't like the rubbery skin, but we've done boneless, skinless chicken breast on there and the outside of the meat gets rubbery. Same thing with the skin. So when you keep the temperature low while you're smoking, that happens. Whether it be the skin on or skin off, that skin or meat just gets rubbery. Now, once you crank your temperature up to about 300, anything about 300 and north, like 325 to 350, you're able to render the fat out on the fat itself from the chicken skin. But your chicken cooks a lot faster, right? So if you don't have the skin on at that time, you don't really produce that rubbery style smoked chicken that people don't like, right? So it's all about the temperature. So when I say that you avoid the rubbery skin, technically that's true, but that can still happen if the skin is off. I hope that explains a lot better than what I just said. We're dog sitting, and this Great Dane, I guess that's my sister, is getting super excited. No, this ain't your meal prep.
Hi, baby. Yeah.
I'm not worried about the pieces of skin that hang over. All that's gonna be cooked, and we're gonna take the skin off anyways. Yeah, I mean, you can keep the skin on there, but we're not going to, so I'm not worried about all the little extra pieces. Traeger's up to about 275 degrees. Really no rhyme or reason. We can adjust them and move them around if we need to. That one definitely is smaller, so it'll definitely come off first. And we're just looking to cook these to the correct temperature, somewhere around 160 degrees. About an hour and 40 minutes later. This one was done like I thought it would be, pretty quick. It's been pulled for about 20-30 minutes, but these are rocking about 160 degrees. Take these off, they've been there for quite a bit. Some are climbing up to 162. Alrighty, so this is the idea. We're just going to simply plastic wrap this, put in the refrigerator overnight. And this is kind of like the idea of smoked cheese, where they say that if you plastic wrap smoked cheese and let it sit for longer, it adheres more smoke. Since this was only on the smoker for about an hour and 45 minutes, it's not like it's deep smoke. So I'm gonna try to incorporate as much flavor as possible. In the refrigerator it goes, and we'll make the chicken salad tomorrow. And just like that, the next day I have your shredded chicken. Well, we've already measured it out, but I just want to show you this is what it looked like when we refrigerate it. Just took the skin off like this. That's why we only salted it. Took the bones off. And then you can see how juicy, even the next day, how this chicken is. I've always preached the importance of an internal thermometer, and this is no different. I mean, that just pulls apart like butter right there. Very, very, very easy. 1/3 cup finely chopped pecans. 1/4 cup diced onion. 2 stalks of celery finely chopped. 1/4 cup sweet pickles finely diced. 1.5 cups of grapes that's been halved. Just going to give this a mix, that way we can break up the grapes so they're not staying together. Salt, pepper, celery seed. Mayonnaise. And of course, this recipe will be on pelletsandpits.com. And your 5 cups of smoked shredded chicken. And just like that, however you want to dress it is completely up to you. I'm going to put just a small amount on there. Spoiler alert. I don't know if you can make something without tasting it. It is everything that we like about chicken salad. I've heard some people say that it's not fruit salad, it's chicken salad. They shouldn't have the grapes in it. Look at that right there. That's one of my favorites. I'll eat on this all week long.
Great lunches. That's going straight in a Tupperware.
The 2 things that come to mind extremely quick. The mild smokiness of the chicken.
Yeah.
Along with cooking the chicken ourselves, I feel like a lot of times the chicken that you get at the grocery store is already dried out. Cooking it to 160, allowing that carryover cooking. Refrigerate it overnight so that way you're not cutting into it right away. Made the chicken super juicy. Yep. And you can actually taste that in the chicken salad. Like it's moist, not like dried, just mounted in dressing or mayonnaise. It's super moist chicken to begin with, and I think that elevates your chicken salad. This literally has been on the bucket list for over a year. I don't know why it's taken so long to do it, but it's springtime, and I just felt like it was the right time now, so I'm glad I did it. Smoked chicken salad, literally, it's one of my favorites. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share with your friends. Peace.
Lunchtime. You're right. You do taste the moistness of the chicken. Like the chicken is perfect.